recently received $650 worth of informational books to add to my classroom library through a local grant in our district. And today is the day where we're going to add these books to the classroom library. And I could just put them in all of these bins all around the classroom so that they would be where they're going to eventually be housed. But the problem with that is the kids wouldn't see them. They wouldn't get a chance to explore them. And if I do it that way, then a lot of the books are going to get buried and lost, and only by chance will kids discover them. So what we're going to do instead is today we're going to do a book pass. And you can do a book pass in a lot of different ways. Today's book pass is going to be strictly nonfiction. In the Commonsense Guide to Your Classroom Library, Donald Miller and I talk a lot more in depth about doing a book pass with your students and different ways that you can do it. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in learning more about this process. So how this is going to work is we're going to have 5 different stations set up throughout the classroom, and on each table are going to be a whole bunch of books from this grant that we got, and I'll have them spread out, and the kids will spend, I don't know, between 6 to 10, probably 7 or 8 minutes at each station. They can just browse the books, they can look through the books, they can talk about the books with the people in their group, and they can add books to their to-read list. They'll all be carrying around their reading binders with books from their to-read list to help them to kind of figure out what books they want to read, so that later when the books are in the classroom library and they're looking for a nonfiction book or they want to learn about animal tongues, they know what books to find, where they can find them. And after the kids have got a chance to visit all of the stations, we'll come back together as a class. We'll sit in a circle on the carpet, and the kids will share maybe something they learned from one of the books, the book that they're most excited to read, what they're thinking just as readers after spending all of this time searching for books and hopefully discovering the next great book that they're going to fall deeply in love with. And then we'll kind of wrap things up by writing thank you letters to the family that has provided this grant to the educators in our district. A great way for kids to show their appreciation for the books that have been added to our classroom library. And this is just one way that you can do a book pass in your classroom. It's a great way to introduce new books. It's a great way to maybe get kids looking at books that aren't as popular in a certain school year. Maybe it's a way you can do it to introduce kids to genres that aren't being read, topics that aren't being discovered. There are lots and lots of different ways that you can do a book pass in your classroom. And it's a great way to put a lot of books in front of your readers in a short amount of time. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new and you're looking to find great books and help kids get excited about reading. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.